My master taught me this lesson hundreds of times, yet I often forget it. Few understand the power of thought. If a man goes into a cave, shuts himself in, and thinks one really great thought and dies, that thought will penetrate the walls of that cave, vibrate through space, and at last permeate the whole human race. Such is the power of thought. Be in no hurry, therefore, to give your thoughts to others. First, have something to give. He alone teaches who has something to give. For teaching is not talking. Teaching is not imparting doctrines. It is communicating. Spirituality can be communicated. Just as really as I can give you a flower. This is true in the most literal sense. This idea is very old in India and finds illustration in the West in the theory, in the belief of apoplectic succession. Therefore, first make character. This is the highest duty you can perform. Know truth for yourself, and there will be many to whom you can teach it afterwards. They will all come. This was the attitude of my master. He criticized no one. For years I lived with that man, but never did I hear those lips utter one word of condemnation for any sect. He had the same sympathy for all sects. He had found the harmony between them. A man may be intellectual or devotional or mystique or active. The various religions represent one or the other of these types. Yet it is possible to combine all the four in one man, and this is what future humanity is going to do. That was his idea. My master condemned no one, but saw the good in all. People came by thousands to see and hear this wonderful man who spoke in a patois, every word of which was forceful, and instinct with light. For it is not what is spoken, much less the language in which it is spoken, but it is the personality of the speaker which dwells in everything he says that carries weight. Every one of us feels this at times. We hear most splendid orations, most wonderfully reasoned out discourses, and we go home and forget them all. At other times, we hear a few words in the simplest language, and they enter into our lives, become part and parcel of ourselves, and produce lasting results. The words of a man who can put his personality into them take effect, but he must have tremendous personality. All teaching implies giving and taking. The teacher gives and the taught receives. But the one must have something to give, and the other must be open to receive. Here's